Against Netherlands. The floodlights beaming down from the night sky. So without further ado, we're off to the Bernabeu. Your commentators today, Clive Tilsley and Andy Townsend.
It's an international friendly, in name at least, a chance for the manager to try and shape his first 11 for the championship games ahead.
Indeed, indeed, and of course sometimes those top players, they can just click, they can just form an instant relationship.
Whatever the game, putting on an international shirt is a unique experience for a footballer, something to truly treasure, I would have thought.
Yeah, it's a lovely moment for you as an individual and for all the family. Let's hope they play well out there today.
Who's the best Spanish international that you've faced in your playing days? You had some great games against them.
Certainly did. They've had so many good players, I think, down the years, but you remember little Butragueño? He was a top-class finisher.
The Bernabeu, Madrid, scene of the 1982 World Cup final. It's one of the greatest stadia of world football. It can house 80,000 fans, and it's been home to some of the superstars of the world game.
And we've seen some of them, Clive, as well. You and I sat here. It's always a pleasure to come to the Bernabeu and watch a game. And again, it's just a magical stadium. Right, ain't you like that? Close on this occasion.
Can do about that. Wonderful first-time finish.
Yeah, just an instinctive one-touch finish. That's a sensational delivery and deserved a goal.
Already, and you wouldn't bet against him scoring again, would you?
That's another great finish, Clive. Hey, look, they're all want to get in on the act now. They're all desperate to go and get themselves a goal here.
Sheer brilliance. A solo goal from a very, very special player.
That is as good as we're going to get, Clive. What a finish.
it would have been a little different if there'd actually been something at stake. I don't know.
I always thought they were going to win, but not that easy.
Well, so much for this being a friendly. It was fought like everything depended upon it. Nobody told the players there was nothing at stake.
Against Italy. The game, of course, under floodlights this evening. So without further ado, we're off to the stadium. Here's your commentary team, Clive Tilsley and Andy Townsend.
It's what they call an international friendly, but there are full caps awarded and full commitment called for. It's still a big game, make no mistake about it.
Of course it is. All these international matches, you want to do yourself justice. You don't want to leave your best form in the dressing room. Get out there and show the manager exactly what you can do.
Any international match is a special match for those involved. Nothing quite like playing for your country, Andy.
Oh, it's wonderful, Clive. You know, when you pull that shirt on, whether it's for the first time or the 50th time, it doesn't matter. It's still a great thrill.
Time after time, Italy come into a tournament, we think they're nothing special. Next thing you know, they've won it. Why? How?
I think what's so good about the Italian team is they don't upset their own fans if they don't play good football. I think it doesn't matter how they do it, it's just getting across the line, and they seem to do that ever so well. On their day, capable of beating anything and anyone with some great football, but they can win ugly. They can do it a little bit nasty if they have to. They can mix it up, switch it round, and just have what's required to get over the line. It's a great, great mentality.
There's a compliment in there somewhere if you listen. Wonderful first-time finish.
Yeah, just an instinctive one-touch finish. If you don't stop the delivery, Clive, you're going to get punished. Brilliant cross, a great goal. All right, he hasn't hit the target, but that wasn't a bad effort. Yeah, that was embarrassing, Clive, that. Really poor effort. Should have kept possession of the ball.
Nothing to separate these two. It was always going to be a close game. Corner, chance to get back into it. Never seen better finishing than this.
He is a top-class forward. You're seeing the very best at work here. You know, I always look at goals like that, Clive, and I think the goalie surely should have done better.
final whistle, and the score here is 3-1. The manager did say the result wasn't everything today, but he'll have been hoping for a better showing than that altogether.
Yeah, this is the sort of games where you like to kind of sharpen up a little bit, get up to match speed, and I'm afraid they got no end.
Against Argentina. The floodlights beaming down from the night sky. So, without further ado, we're heading straight for the Azteca. And your commentary team, Clive Tilsley and Andy Townsend.
Well, I've heard people try to play down the importance of this game, but try telling that to the players involved. Friendly international? Yeah, right. These men are playing for their countries and maybe for their international futures.
Of course, big opportunity for one or two to shine and firmly place themselves in their manager's plans.
Whatever the game, putting on an international shirt is a unique experience for a footballer, something to truly treasure, I would have thought.
Yeah, it's a lovely moment for you as an individual and for all the family. Let's hope they play well out there today.
You're looking up the sides of this huge bowl of a stadium. It just seems to go on and on. There's 100,000 people in here today. What's the biggest stadium you've played in?
Well, I've played in front of 100,000, Clive, at Wembley, of course, but hey, this place is something incredible. Looking around, it just goes up and up and up forever. It's going to be some atmosphere in here today.
For Argentina. Thought it was going over for a moment, it just dipped under the bar.
Yeah, striker looking very relieved that one ends up in the net. Going to beat the goalkeeper if you're going to strike the ball like that. That's not good enough. Looking for somebody else there because that angle was always going to be difficult to score from.
Manager's back. And who'd have thought it? Just when you felt the favourites were taking control, the underdogs hit back.
It's a sensational goal in a very unpredictable game. Now what? Well, it's a decent save initially, but it's a lot to ask for him to repeat that.
90 minutes cannot separate these sides, so evenly matched.
against Germany. Of course, the lights are beaming down this evening. So let's go straight to the ground. Your commentators today, Clive Tilsley and Andy Townsend.
It's an international football match, and every time any of these players pull on their national jersey, it's an important game in their careers. This friendly is all part of the manager's master plan.
And I think it's games like this, Clive, where the manager really has a look at one or two individuals trying to knit the perfect team together when it really matters.
Whatever the game, putting on an international shirt is a unique experience for a footballer, something to truly treasure, I would have thought.
Yeah, it's a lovely moment for you as an individual and for all the family. Let's hope they play well out there today.
Particularly as an Englishman, I think about Germany, I think about winning mentality, that somehow we're as good as they are. England don't beat Germany. I guess there's a lot of countries in the world, and when it gets to a tournament, find the same problem against the Germans. They're good.
Well, it is, and you know, more importantly with the Germans, it's almost as if they have an extra man, because their mentality, that willpower, as you've just been talking about, Clive, it never accepts defeat. It doesn't know when it's beaten. Individually, they're not the greatest team anymore. That's a fact. They don't have a star-studded 11, but they have something else in that dressing room, in their back pocket, that they take onto the pitch with them. Hey, is it called belief? I don't know what it is, but I tell you.
This game, they surely won't let it slip from here.
Well, I feel sorry for the goalkeeper, because it's a great first save, but his defenders weren't switched on. They were dead on their feet.
To concentrate there, Clive, because the accuracy wasn't good enough. He's better than that.
Here comes the substitute. He's had a long talking to from the manager, who's been full time. A win is a win. It's a good habit to get into. That may prove a valuable win, and they can carry this form forward now.
And they deserved it, Clive, didn't they? They were the better team, sharper in possession, more clinical in front of goal.
Netherlands against Spain. Of course, the game being played under lights this evening. High time we headed off to the Amsterdam Arena. Your commentary team is Clive Tilsley and Andy Townsend.
It's an international friendly, in name at least, a chance for the manager to try and shape his first 11 for the championship games ahead.
Indeed, indeed. And sometimes those top players, they can just click, they can just form an instant relationship.
Every one of the players involved in this match will be feeling a particular pride, a national pride at wearing the national colours.
Yeah, you work hard to get here. Now you don't want to waste the opportunity, you know. Go and grab it with both hands.
There's a saying in football, Andy, that good team spirit within a camp, that's a winning team. Every winning team has a good team spirit, good togetherness. Unless it's Holland, they can be winning games and they can still fall out with each other.
It's very true. I don't know really what goes on inside that Dutch camp sometimes. I don't know whether they do have big clashes of personalities in that dressing room, whether the managers need to be stronger, not allow that to creep in. Sometimes, Clive, you've got to get rid of some of the better players if they're a disruptive influence in the dressing room. I wonder if that's not happened enough down the years. Perhaps too many players have got too much to say. That could be their problem.
No player's bigger than the team.
Because you want them to keep on getting in those situations.
We have a substitution here, the manager trying something new. For the whole team, the captain deserved his moment in the spotlight.
Hey, he organises, he motivates, and now he's scoring goals as well. He's got the lot, this man.
When he hit that drive, he was always destined for somewhere in the bottom of the goals. That's a good effort. That's just wide of the post.
This game was to find a winning formula for the bigger games ahead, and they've done just that, Andy.
You know, that winning's such a lovely habit to get into. Great performance, that.
So it's full time with a final score 2-0 against Brazil. Of course, the lights are beaming down this evening. Time we cross straight to the Stadio Olimpico. Commentators Clive Tildesley and Andy Townsend.
Every international match is important, even these so-called friendlies. Playing for your country, it's an honour, and it's an honour for each and every one of these players.
Yes, of course it is. They'll love it. The families, everyone will be in the crowd today looking forward to this. They have to go out there now and prove to the manager that they can hack it, that they can handle it at this sort of level.
International match is a special match for those involved. Nothing quite like playing for your country, Andy.
Oh, it's wonderful, Clive. You know, when you pull that shirt on, whether it's for the first time or the 50th time, it doesn't matter. It's still a great thrill.
Was the Brazil team of the 1970 World Cup the one you watched as a boy? Was that the greatest football team you ever saw?
Very highly, Clive. I think in anybody's list of all-time great teams, it just had everything. It had pace, technique, it had power, it had individual brilliance. my goodness, that team would have taken some beating in any era.
Rome Stadio Olimpico houses over 72,000 fans. It's where the 1990 World Cup final was won by West Germany. It's a historic venue.
Clive, when you drive up to the Stadio Olimpico, when you just catch sight of the stadium for the first time, sends tingles down the spine. You can't wait to get in here and sample.
And between the sticks there.
Yeah, ever so quick to pounce on that, Clive. Good goalkeeping.
Manager is... I wonder...
Struck it beautifully, but he's just got to tweak the sights on those boots a little bit.
Just poses such an aerial threat. No one gets above him.
The opposition didn't even remind him that he's very strong in the air, this guy.
A good habit to get into. That may prove a valuable winner. They can carry this form forward now.
And they deserved it, Clive, didn't they? They were the better team, sharper in possession, more clinical in front of goal.
It's Argentina against Mexico. Of course, the lights are beaming down this evening. So without further ado, we're off to La Bombonera. Your commentary team today, Clive Tilsley and Andy Townsend.
We all know this is an international friendly on the fixture list, but we also know that it's games like this that help a manager finalise his plans for the bigger matches, the competitive internationals ahead.
And there's one or two new faces out there, Clive, which I'm really looking forward to seeing how they cope in this sort of atmosphere.
Any international match is a special match for those involved. Nothing quite like playing for your country, Andy.
Oh, it's wonderful, Clive. You know, when you pull that shirt on, whether it's for the first time or the 50th time, it doesn't matter. It's still a great thrill.
Argentina can be the most beautiful team in the world. They can be the most ugly team in the world. Is that their greatest quality, that they don't mind how they do it?
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I think with the Argentinian team, you know that they have a lot of key individuals, a lot of very talented players. Messi walks into any team anywhere in the world. But I think if it does get a little bit niggly, if it is tight, if it is tense, if it is nasty, they look after themselves, they know how to mix it with the very best. Hey, they're a very capable team in more ways than one.
An own goal.
What is he doing there, Clive? Look, he's just not got his body in the right shape at all, and he's fired it into his own goals. to keep squandering chances like that, Clive. They should have gone level there.
Nothing to separate these two. It was always going to be a close game. Because they surely can't believe that this is happening.
Hey, everybody's looking at their watches, Clive. There's not long left, but they've grabbed the lead. Can they hang on to it?
That is the worst feeling in the world for a footballer. You feel like you're in control, and then you concede a goal late on. That one really does get you.
Well, it's up to the manager to make the big decisions. He wants to win this match. He thinks this substitution can do that for us. It all comes down to a fairground sideshow now. Set the tone for a shootout. He'll want to get them off to the right start here. Calmly done. Next volunteer is Rafa Marquez. Scores! Now it's Javier Zanetti. It's in! Tricked the keeper with a stutter in the run-up. Kept his nerve. I wonder what they're actually thinking about just before they take a penalty. He scored! Oh, look at that! That takes some nerve. Who's that cheeky boy? Looks a little nervous as he walks forward, and no wonder. No problem. Volunteer is Lionel Messi. Tucked it away. Battle of wits with the keeper, which he won. Now, will the nerves get the better of him? Rather him than me. Good penalty. Not sure about the pause in the run-up, but it worked for him. Step forward, Maxi Rodriguez. Hit the post. Oh, he's missed it. Off the upright. It couldn't be any more clear-cut. If the next penalty goes in, they win. Missed it. Never, ever looked comfortable from the moment he stepped up to take that. Smartly taken. Well, who would want to take this one? Miss and they're beaten. It's all on this. Picked his spot. Like he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders, doesn't he? Tense moment. Calmly taken. Well, what a responsibility, what a chance. If the keeper saves this, he wins the game for them. Expertly done. Now it's Javier Mascherano. Oh dear, well, he just didn't look like he wanted to take that, did he? It doesn't take any working out now. If he scores here, they've done it. That's it! It all comes down to one kick of the ball. Dramatic finale. All the thrills and spills of the penalty shootout. Always a hard luck story, though. Thank you for staying with us. See you next time.
Well, what drama in the penalty shootout. I'll leave you with the full match highlights, and until next time, I've been Jeff Stelling. Against Turkey. The game, of course, under floodlights this evening. High time that we headed straight off to the Olympiastadion. Here's your commentary team, Clive Tilsley and Andy Townsend.
We all know this is an international friendly on the fixture list, but we also know that it's games like this that help a manager finalise his plans for the bigger matches, the competitive internationals ahead.
And there's one or two new faces out there, Clive, which I'm really looking forward to seeing how they cope in this sort of atmosphere.
Whatever the game, putting on an international shirt is a unique experience for a footballer, something to truly treasure, I would have thought.
Yeah, it's a lovely moment for you as an individual and for all the family. Let's hope they play well out there today.
Team.
You know, coming here today, I wondered if we were going to see something special from this guy, and he hasn't let us down.
He'd be delighted to see that one going under the bar.
You would struggle to say which of these teams are supposed to be the odds-on favourites and which are the rank outsiders. The goals turn the match on his head.
Hey, next goal, Clive, is massive for the underdogs. They're in front now. Can they hang on to it?
I like this guy, the way he scores a number of different goals. He can score them from his head, outside the box, and he can do this. Excellent touch, a lovely, cool finish. Cannot afford to keep missing good opportunities like that one.
Manager's going to take a little bit of a risk here. Keeper looks annoyed, just cursing his luck probably.
Yeah, very, very difficult for him there. He's made a great initial save, but couldn't prevent the second one from going in.
Penalty kick can set the tone for a shootout. He'll want to get them off to the right start here. Saved! Struck against the goalkeeper. Looks a little nervous as he walks forward, and no wonder. Oh, he's hit the post! Fine margins, could make all the difference. Saved it! What a head to it! It is the longest walk in football, this. A real test of nerves. Scores! Bastian Schweinsteiger's turn has come. Oh, what about that? Cheeky way to take a penalty. When it works like that, it looks good. It's there. Just about the perfect penalty. Oh, it's in. He knew what he was doing. Fool the keeper completely. Nerves of ice. He's tucked it away. He always looked like he'd score. Well, who would want to take this one? Miss and they're beaten. It's all on this. He scores. So, talk about a golden goal. If this goes in, they've done it. It's all on this. He's done it! Kept his nerve, and that wins it! Dramatic finale. All the thrills and spills of the penalty shootout. Always a hard luck story, though. Thank you for staying with us. See you next time.